Hey, happy Friday. Well, I am getting ready for next month's theme of being healthy. I'm ready to go to the gym, but I wanted to stop in and talk a little bit about wrapping up our spring cleaning month and really joining the conversation. I was teaching this week my Psychology 101 courses, and I was talking about stress, health, well-being, coping, and it really struck me that, did you know, the number one moderator of stress is social support. And we're social beings, like humans want to interact with each other. We are built to talk, and we're built to have language, and we're built to communicate. And it really struck me, like, the fact that I've talked about this before. We don't exist in a vacuum. And why that struck me is the results you get from taking the test at Insight8.com. They're great. It's so valuable to read those results, but they're just words on a page. The real goal of Insight8 is this. It's connecting with other people and sharing your results. And that's how you learn about who you are, what your motivations are. And we want to start a real conversation about who we are, who you are, what we value, and what you can learn to value in other people. Like that's really the point. That's where you start learning about your results. So I have a challenge for you this week. And I think it came from the incredible content coming out on our Instagram. Shout out to Mar for doing an awesome job. I check it all the time when those posts come out. And this past week or so, she's been talking about how each group handles spring cleaning. And it was a wake-up call for me because as a nourisher, one of my, I guess, downfalls is sometimes I get so wrapped up in self-care and self-focus that I forget to, reach out to others and help others and I get almost too wrapped up in self-care that I'm not able to accomplish anything. So I think I'm posting this video live, right? It's 9:00 in the morning here on this windy day in Las Vegas. But I always post them following up, and I always follow up with the comments. So I want you to join the conversation, talk about what your results are, because that's where you learn about what it means. I read my results when I got my test results back the first time. And, it's like, oh yeah, this is cool. This is awesome. I learned something about myself when I'm at my best, when I'm at my worst. And then a few weeks later, I was talking about it to Sean, actually. And we were talking, and something came up, sort of a way we would solve a problem. And it's like, whoa, like that, it all kind of clicked into place. But it wouldn't have happened unless I was talking about what it meant to me and what I was getting from those results. So this week we can either talk about it on Facebook via text. We can address it here. I'm always open to talk about what your results mean to you and what you can get the most out of it. Follow Facebook, follow Instagram, and see what is going on, the newest stuff happening. Next month, like I said, is about being healthy. So this month has been about spring cleaning. Hopefully you were able to clean out some of your cobwebs and if not, you still got a couple more days. That's what I'm focusing on this week is really, well, not really. I'm going to Denver and I'm going to be driving home my parents' spring cleaning because they're moving back to Vegas. But I think the biggest encouragement that I have for you this week is share your results. Follow Facebook, follow Instagram, and share. And this is not sharing which Disney princess you are or what you had for breakfast. This is sharing, your core motivations, who you are, what you stand for, and having a conversation about that, what it means to you, and how you can connect to other people in your life, who you are when you're at your best, when you're at your worst, and how can you leverage your strengths to get more out of it. I think the best way to get more out of your results is to ask questions, to join the conversation, and to discuss what it means, because each profile, each group has core motivations, but what those motivations mean in the constellation of their results are a little bit different. So take up the conversation, and I mean, my biggest it's not a value, it's a motto, a mantra, I guess, is to be curious. It's okay that you don't know all the answers. No one can and no one should. But that's why you communicate with other people. You learn about another perspective. You learn about what it means and who you are from other people. And the first step, I think if you haven't done it already, is checking out this week's Instagram and seeing your group, but see the other groups. See what their focus is for spring cleaning. How can you help the people around you, and how can they help you? All right. Have a great weekend. I know I've got a busy one planned. We'll see you next week, and we'll focus on being healthy.